Toycember continues its month-long celebration of all of the winter solstice holidays. Frankly, I don't even know if there are any left. I don't care. I do this all month every single time I do one of these, so we're going to continue, and it's going to be another look at a classic Heroes team figure. Now, I admit I've done quite a few of these, and that's because they are very, very good for short form videos, very bad for my usual long reviews. And these are just neat little desktop figures to have if you just need something to fiddle with, just something for your hands to do. It's perfect gimmickry for that. So we take a look at Grimlock, and yeah, very nicely rendered. I think the fact that he is just so good, like I think the fact that like you have him in such a nice beast mode, which beast modes got kind of rare later on in like rescue bots and the classic heroes team. This actually works pretty well for giving you a little bit of variety, and of course, who doesn't like Grimlock? Who doesn't like a little bit of Grimlock? It's actually pretty well done too. You've got like a metallic element to the silver. You've got a little bit of red up here to give it a little bit of color. Tip of the tail is gold, again a little bit more accurate to the original toy. Well, it should be chrome or bright silver. You get the point. Try to make it stand out. Claws and little toes, claws, whatever you want to call them, all done. Gold for the paint on the teeth, but I honestly would have liked to have just like a little bit of black, just to kind of make that silver vanish inside his mouth and just kind of convey that it's open a little bit better. That might be my one critique, but then again, this is a toy meant for a very young kid, so I don't expect a huge paint budget to it. I'm just happy they went with metallic paint. That alone, kind of surprising me. Now, to transform him, we have to go ahead and do one step in advance, which is to flip up the tail. Otherwise, it's not going to have room to do this. One push down, and he transforms into the robot mode, and I really like how quick and clean that is. And honestly, like, it's a different look for Grimlock in robot mode, but not necessarily a bad one. Having the dino heads on the shoulders is a little reminiscent of the Age of Extinction take on Grimlock. It's not necessarily a bad look. It gives us something to do, certainly. And he still comes out looking pretty good, pretty close to how he normally looks. I kind of like how the tiny little T-Rex arms are still managing to form the little claws that come off of his forearms in robot mode. Very small touch, but a very good touch. Gives it a little bit more familiar appearance. Head, obviously, is done up in the same silver. Would have preferred black, but again, paint budget on a little kid's toy. Not gonna harp on it. I do like that they went cartoon accurate with the blue eyes. For a little kid's toy, a lot friendlier than the red ones. And they did paint his faceplate silver, so you got that. And a lot of gold, obviously, for the chest and red for the midsection. I think the big thing for a lot of people on this overall design is going to be what you think of him using the T-Rex legs as his actual legs. That gets a little bit weird looking on him. It gives him this very wide-hipped look, which is not necessarily Grimlock's thing. But if you like your Grimlock to be like big and stomping, no matter what mode he is in, this is still not a bad take on Grimlock for that. Also, nice and clean. Nothing really left over from the auto transform junk. So that works pretty well. He's got the little nub of a tail now. So there you go. You have that. If Grimlock with tail was something that you were into, I'm not going to judge. But no, it's a nice little figurine. I'm going to mention bottom of the feet. Those are solid because they're hollow on the inside this time. And yeah, there's hollowness because, yes, cheap kid's toy, but everything feels good. Like, it holds up. Nothing shakes. Nothing wobbles. Pretty solid. And I've transformed this guy plenty of times. He's been on my desk for months at a time, just getting transformed here and there, and it still works pretty well. So everything held up really, really nice on him so far. Transforming back, grab a hold of that tail, just pull upward. You see from the front. Nice and clean. Just that simple. So again, these make nice little desktop fiddle figures. Just things like this is your STEM toy, right? Your evolution from your fidget spinners and fidget cubes. Just get a nice little one-step transformer. Just something that you can just like press down and boom, you got a robot. Flip up and ooh, you got a T-Rex. Satisfies the hands, gives you something to do when you're bored. Hey, it's just embracing the simple gimmicks is something that I've had to learn over the years, and I'm starting to appreciate them a lot, and this is a nice one. I actually quite like this one. I think that's going to be the last one we look at for this Toycember, though. I do want to mix it up a little bit more before we finish up. So, yeah, you'll probably see some more Transformers here and there, but we're going to twist it up a little bit here. But thank you for watching again, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Analysis complete. Adapting translators to local language.
Are you out there?